Hello everyone, today is the 14th of August 2025. Nvidia and Smci stocks will crash according to game theory, is today's Just Dario Daily. I don't think people realize the magnitude of what's happening with regard to Nvidia and Smci. Two GPUs smugglers arrested by the FBI on US soil. 100%, they will sing like birds in the hope of a shorter jail time. This means they will start incriminating people higher and higher in the scheme until the top is reached. Who sits at the very top? Nvidia, of course. Rest assured, Nvidia will try to come up with a black sheep among its employees, pretending a rogue salesman could smuggle billions of US dollar worth of GPUs without raising any suspicion. SMCI, on its part, will try to come up with a similar excuse, pretending another rogue employee managed to control billions worth of US dollar of server racks used as a carrier to smuggle GPUs without raising any suspicion in the company. Big problem for both SMCI and Nvidia. By the look of it, the FBI has been investigating for a long time, and it might be hard to cover up all trails that lead high up to the company's management. At this point, the ball will be in the US government's court. If they pull the plug on all of this, a good chunk of the market will crash, led by the duo SMCI Nvidia, on the way down. If they decide to let this go and just punish some scapegoats, then the companies will have to choose between stopping and continuing. If they continue and this whole racket becomes a matter of national security, then the US government might well change its mind on the matter. China already figured out that relying on Nvidia GPUs will be a matter of national security for itself too. Why? Best case scenario, US forbids any selling and smuggling of GPUs into China, hindering its AI sector growth. Worst case scenario, Nvidia hid a kill switch in its GPUs, which gives the power to the US government to turn off China's data centers at will. Clearly, the only rational move for China is to replace Nvidia in its infrastructure as soon as possible, even if this will temporarily slow down the development of AI in the country. As you can easily understand, no matter the scenario, Nvidia is going to lose a huge chunk of revenues that US big tech aren't eager to make up for. US hyperscalers are already in advanced development of their own chips to run AI in a more scalable and energy efficient way compared to using GPUs, which, let's not forget, is a 20-plus-year-old technology meant to serve the gaming and graphic industry. Nvidia will then likely try to use its own GPUs to run its own cloud infrastructure, effectively becoming a competitor to the other big techs. However, it will have a very hard time succeeding here and selling enough services to make up for the loss in revenues from selling GPUs, objectively speaking. No matter the scenario, Nvidia is doomed to crash spectacularly in the future in a similar fashion to what already happened twice after the dot-com bust and the 2018 crypto mining bust. All I described doesn't even take into account Nvidia's round-tripping scheme to inflate its revenues. I assume that all the sales it reported so far were real, which, for your information, is different from legal. Feel free to disagree with me, but time will tell who's right. Thanks a lot for listening to my episode again today, for liking the video, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I would like to remind you the special offer that we have at Synax till the 30th of September to access 1 month free unparalleled stock market intelligence and then lock in a 1-year subscription for just $15 US. Thanks a lot for supporting me on X, for following me on Instagram, and for reading and commenting my articles on justdario.com.